Ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, we're going to be taking a deep dive into my manga and my comic books. I'm sorry for the weird camera angle. I had to move my bookshelf over here so I could give you a cool background for when I'm not in frame. Currently, it's the greatest JoJo's part. Part 3 is the best. If you want to argue with that with me, fuck you. My opinion. I am currently catching up on JoJo's, so I can watch Part 7. Even though if I'm not caught up, I'm just going to watch Part 7 anyway. Let's get right into this. So, the first series that we have is my favorite series ever. And that is... I'm going to try and get a lot of it in one hand. Berserk. I have the first 9 volumes, and I have the 12th Berserk Deluxe Edition. I bought this used. So it was $40 instead of $50. Thank God, because these are expensive, but the paper quality is great. You get to see Miura's work much bigger than what you would normally be able to see with the singles. If you haven't read Berserk, you should read it online before you buy any of them, because, I mean, you might not like it. Berserk isn't for everyone. Hey, at first, I didn't even think it was for me, but now I glaze the series so hard. Yeah, there's Berserk. Alright, from here on out, the camera angle might change a little bit, because as we're doing this, I'm going to be putting my books back up. Why am I doing that? Why am I putting my books back up? I'm going to need to move this anyway. I'm going to move the camera back to where it was. Everything good? I think everything good. Now, we're going to my second favorite series, which is Sakamoto Days. I actually don't own the manga for my second favorite manga. My second favorite manga / anime is Bleach, which in 2026 I plan to get all of Bleach and binge it probably in a month. But this is Sakamoto Days. I'm waiting for season 2 of the anime because, I mean, come on. If you watched the teaser, you'll know that the animation got a big step up just from an explosion with Nagamo coming out of it. That's the only way that we know the animation has spiked in quality. The animation was already really good in season 1, in my opinion. But then Nagamo came out of an explosion. So yeah. That's Sakamoto Days. I love Sakamoto Days. My favorite character is Shin. And in Berserk, my favorite character is Guts. Which probably doesn't surprise you. Okay, so third favorite series, I'm sorry. They are tied between Vinland Saga and the Fragrant Flower Blooms of Dignity. Completely different premises, completely different genre, but I love both of these so much, and they're both third. So we're gonna go with Vinland Saga first. I have the first 2 volumes for Vinland Saga. I plan on getting more in 2026. I actually plan on getting all of it in 2026 and kind of binge it after I binge Bleach. That's the plan. That's the plan, Arthur. That's the plan. Sorry, I had to reference Red Dead 2. I'm currently reading through Volume 2, about halfway through, and it's really good so far. So that's why it's my third favorite series. I like the art. Makoto Yukimura is a legend, in my opinion. But, favorite character in this is definitely, Thorfinn. I really need to read all of this so I know what it feels like to have no enemies. Okay, so next is The Fragrant Flower Blooms of Dignity. I own the first 6 volumes. I have read all 6 volumes. Volume 6, about halfway through, stops where the anime ends. Thank God. When I watched the anime, I was heartbroken when it ended. So now I'm reading the manga. I love the manga. I just love manga in general. I like reading because of manga. My favorite character in this is probably the main character, Rintaro. Rintaro, this guy. Either that or I really like Usumi. Usumi is really funny in my opinion. So yeah, that's my third favorite series. Okay, I fixed the camera angle. This should be the last time I fix it. If you are if you are a long-time viewer of this channel, you should know about the legendary Darth Vader Lego set that has held up a lot. Has held up my camera and almost all of my long forms. So, alright, fifth favorite. No, this is fourth favorite. My bad. Fourth favorite series. There's another seinen. It's Kingdom. Fucking love Kingdom, man. I'm up to date for Kingdom. Although I kind of want to return this because, like, someone spilled coffee on my book, and there's like pages with coffee stains. It's like the first 20 pages has coffee stains, and it sucks. But I'm reading through volume 2 currently. And about halfway. And I really like it so far. My favorite character, again, his main character, Zin. I think that's how you say his name. And I also really like the king. I think the king's super cool too. There's not much I can really say about Kingdom because I haven't watched the anime and haven't read much of the manga. There's like 77 volumes of this, and they're coming out monthly. It's gonna take like 5 years for all the volumes to come out. And it sucks because every month I'm gonna finish a volume and be like, damn, now I gotta wait another month. It's gonna suck. So, I'm gonna read the chapters online. Hopefully, that's the plan. So, yeah, there's Kingdom. I like Kingdom. If you haven't read Kingdom, you should read it. Alright, so for my fifth favorite series, it's really tied again, but at the same time it's not because it's just by the same mangaka, and I like having mangaka together. So when I get more of Miura's work, I'm going to have it with Berserk, and when I get more... I think that's the only mangaka that has other work. Oh, no, when I get... What's the guy that wrote Hunter x Hunter? I forgot his name. But when I get Yu Yu Hakusho, that's going to be next to it. And when I get Slam Dunk and Vagabond, I'm going to have both of them together because they're both by Takehiko Inoue. Alright. Anyway, that's about me yapping about mangaka. My fifth favorite series is One Punch Man and Mob Psycho. I like One Punch Man more, but since mangaka are together, I just had to put it together. I like One Punch Man more because I think it's funnier, and the art in One Punch Man is like 40 times better than in Mob Psycho. Although I've heard in later arcs, it gets really good. But I don't know because I haven't even finished the first volume. I'm not even a third of the way through. That's how much I read of that. So, there's a fifth favorite series. I really do enjoy both of those, though. I thought the anime for Mob Psycho was pretty good, and I watched like 2 episodes. Alright, so the sixth series, that's my sixth favorite series. I don't really have much room to talk because I haven't read a bunch of it. That's Didark. I like Didark. I think it's cool. I hope it gets an anime because that would be pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie, especially if it was animated really well. But these covers look really cool, that's why I bought them. And someone told me that the same guy that wrote Tokyo Ghoul wrote this. That's wrong. I think they were thinking of Shojin X. So, there's Didark. I know the guy that wrote Didark wrote something else. I just don't know what it is. I don't think I own it. I will do research after this video. Because currently, I just need to get this video put together now. I forgot to say who my favorite character was for One Punch Man. My favorite character for One Punch Man is Genos. And I can't really say it for Mob Psycho because I haven't read much. But I don't know any of the characters' names in this because I haven't read a ton. I just like the covers and the art style. I mean, look at that gothic art style. That's really cool. Very cool in my opinion. So yeah, there's Didark. I have the first 2 volumes. I'm going to read these at some point. I hope at least. So, the 7th favorite series is a series that I think is really underrated. It's Undead Unluck. I have the first volume. Favorite character is the guy that doesn't die. I don't know his name because it's been a while since I watched the anime. And I haven't started reading this yet. Although, I love the art style. That looks super cool, in my opinion. I don't have much room to say because I haven't watched all of the anime that's out, at least. I actually don't think it's getting a season 2. But, yeah. There's Undead Unluck. Sorry for background noise. My siblings are watching the finale for Stranger Things. Mid. I don't like Stranger Things, let me tell you. I'm not gonna watch it. Keep telling them that I will. I'm watching other things. Like this masterpiece. And I told my friend I'd watch Breaking Bad at some point, so... So many things to watch. And I'm going to high school, so I'm not gonna have a ton of time to watch things. Which sucks. So, yeah, there's Undead Unluck. My 8th favorite series is Jujutsu Kaisen. I really like Jujutsu Kaisen. There was one point in time where I was dogging on this series because I didn't like it. But I love it now. I've read all 5 volumes that I have. This is my favorite cover. I just want to point that out because, I mean, got my favorite character, Yuta, on it. And it got the thing in the background. What's its name? I don't know. I don't really care. Before Yuta was my favorite character, was Megumi. Because, I mean, it's Megumi. Who doesn't like Megumi? Here's JJK. If you care. Has anyone read the ending for this? Is it worth picking up more volumes? The beginning is great. Up until here, what I've read was great. And this is great. I read the next couple chapters online. That was really good too. So I am gonna pick up more volumes. I just want to know when I should stop. I've heard that it declines around the Culling Games arc, which is gonna be season 3. So someone tell me, please, if it's worth picking up the ending of JJK. And yeah, there's JJK. My 9th favorite series is Blue Lock. I've only read the first volume and I have the first 6. I bought the box set. It was most definitely worth it instead of spending the $13 per volume, which is dumb, the fact that they're so expensive, but I mean, Blue Lock is really good. I mean, you can just hear the way that the colors rub up against each other. Currently, my favorite character is Nagi. I really like the fact that the poster that came with it has Isagi with the puzzle pieces and Nagi just being Nagi. I did get rid of... No, I didn't get rid of it. I gave it to my brother. I gave episode Nagi to my brother because I wasn't ever going to read it. I might read it now. Now that I don't own it, I might read it. It sucks. The fact that I might fucking have to buy Nagi. I like buying manga. Honestly, if you're into manga, why would you not like buying manga? It looks cool on the shelf. This is my favorite color because it got my King Nagi on it. So yeah, there's Blue Lock. I gotta put this back in the fucking box. So that's gonna take me like 5 minutes to do. Alright, so my 10th favorite series is Dragon Ball as a whole. I own first volume of Dragon Ball, first volume of Dragon Ball Z. I'm gonna buy the box sets for these in 2026, hopefully, again, that's the plan. And then I own volume 1 through 4 of Dragon Ball Super and volume 7 and 6. I don't own volume 5 because I can't find it anywhere. What happens in that volume? Please tell me. I'm not trying to read the chapters online. I'm sorry about that. Again, we're watching the finale of the most mid show ever. So, yeah, I have read this. I have read some of this. And then I read volume 1 and 2 of Dragon Ball Super, and I'm like in the middle of Volume 3. My brother gave these to me in like, it's not supposed to sound like that. It's like he did something. I think he got it wet at some point, so the pages stick up instead of going to one side. So it kind of makes it makes it a little hard to read. So I'm gonna rebuy these volumes and give them back to him. Anyway, there's Dragon Ball. I really like Dragon Ball. At one point I was a hater, but now I'm a big fan of it. My favorite character is probably Piccolo. Because, I mean, but look at the way I'm standing. I'm literally standing like Piccolo's aura format. So I take a lot of inspiration from the way I just stand idly from Piccolo. Don't ask why. I just do. My 11th favorite series is Naruto. I like Naruto. I think the manga is better than the anime. I'm gonna buy the box sets again. Probably not in 2026. Probably sometime in 2027. Maybe 2028 once I have a job. And yeah, I'm on volume 5, and my favorite character is Hinata. Especially in part 2. That's weird. I'm never gonna do that on camera again. My favorite character is Hinata. I really like Hinata. I think she's cool. Naruto. I don't really have much to say because it's Naruto and I'm 5 volumes in. And it's good. It's like really, really fucking good. My 12th favorite series is a series I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for if people watch this, for it being so low and having all of these other series in front of it. But fuck you. This is my YouTube channel. I can say whatever I want about manga. I don't think any of this shit is bad other than Sword Art Online. I do not like Sword Art Online at all. But 12th favorite series is One Piece. I'm hopefully gonna buy at least the first box set of One Piece in 2026. I have the first 2 omnibuses. These omnibuses suck. Let me tell you, these omnibuses suck. The pages are so paper thin. And it's better that they're cheaper, but they're so paper thin. And then the back is like coated with plastic that like comes up. And it's like, it sucks if you don't take good care of your manga. And let me tell you, when I was younger, I did not take good care of my manga at all. But the singles, when it comes to singles, I just dropped one. I'm sorry. I have volume 107 and 108. This was a gift from a friend, and it's destroyed. Like, it's curved. There's some pages where he took a bite out of it, because my friend is a big back. But this volume, I have kept in good condition, because, yeah. I read a little bit of this. Yeah, it's cool, but, like, I don't understand what's going on. So, I think I'm gonna read the chapters online. Hopefully, at least. And then, I have my King's Cookbook. Sanji is the greatest One Piece character. If you think otherwise, fight me. But, like, Sanji, best character. It goes, for me, Sanji, Luffy, Zoro. Those are my top 3. And it's all really close. Sanji, number 1. I'm going to get the Sanji side story at some point. Keep saying I'm going to get a ton of things, but, like, I'm broke as fuck because of how many books that I buy. Yeah, there's One Piece. So my 13th favorite series is a sports romance manga. That is Blue Box. I like Blue Box. Pretty cool. I think the anime butchered it. I don't like the voice actor's voice that plays this guy. I don't like how it's in color. But other than that, a Blue Box is good. When I picked this up, I was thinking, so Atena's video, oh my god, Atena's video, who is my favorite YouTuber, dropped a manga haul, and I thought he got blue box. He got blue period. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Oh yeah, there's blue box. Who is my favorite character in this? I don't know, because it's been almost a month since I've read this, and I don't have Volume 2. I was going to get Volume 2 at some point, but I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm throwing up gang signs. I'm not a part of gangs, so if you comment down, you're throwing up gang signs. I'm sorry. If I offend any gangs out there, just know, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm just doing this hand motion stuff because it's like, I don't know what to do with my hands when making these videos. So I was just moving all over the place, doing random shit. So, yeah. Blue box. So, 14 is tied for Kagurabachi, Hunter x Hunter, and JoJo's. I don't really like part 1 that much of JoJo's. It's not terrible, but I like the stand battles in part 3 and beyond. So, I am going to get all of part 3, or all of part 1. I don't like part 2, but I'm going to get all of part 2. Then, I'm really going to start picking up less JoJo's, because these are expensive as fuck. $25 a volume. And this is the size of a regular volume. They get thicker as the parts go on, but seeing as how this is the size of a regular volume, it might be a little bit before I have all of part 1. So yeah, there's Kagurabachi, Hunter x Hunter, and JoJo's. They're all tied. My favorite character in Kagurabachi is the main character. Favorite character in Hunter x Hunter is Leorio. And favorite character in JoJo's, from part 1, it's Jonathan. But from any other part, it's either Dio, Jolene, or Jotaro. So, yeah. So, for 15th favorite series, they're tied between 2 series again. It's Dandadan, which I have the background for, and Frieren Beyond Journey's End. I really want a prequel to this once Frieren is done, so we know what the journey was. Which I'm pretty sure it gets brought up now and again, but like I want to know. I'm curious. I'm really curious. My favorite character in Dandadan is Transformed Okaroon for his depressed nature. And I don't know who my favorite character in Frieren is. I think it's Fern. I don't really know. So for 16 is a little bit of a childish thing. That it's really more of a personal thing than this entire collection. It's Pokemon Adventures. I really like Pokemon. I thought Legend ZA was great, no matter what people say. And the manga is really good. I wish the anime adapted the manga, because the manga is great. I don't really like the Yellow arc that much. I have started reading this. I'm a little bit in, but I don't think I'm gonna read more of this until I get like volume 4 and 5. Favorite character? Probably Red. Probably Red. Yeah, probably Red. That's all I have to say about Pokemon, really. So, for my, I think this is 17th favorite series, is Attack on Titan. I don't only have the first volume. I actually have up to volume 9. And I'm going to collect the omnibuses, not the singles. The singles are ugly as hell. And the spines of these connect, and I like that. Because me have ADHD. I don't know what HD is, but my doctor says I have 80 of them, so. My favorite character in this is probably Mikasa. Yeah, probably Mikasa. Here. My dad is trying to AirPlay his phone to the TV. Up there, not down here. Alright, so that's Attack on Titan. I really like Attack on Titan. It's cool. Really cool, actually. If you haven't read it, actually go watch it. Don't read it. So, yeah. So, my 18th favorite series is one that's super iconic, and you probably know what it is just from the black. It's Death Note. I don't really like the black editions. I think I'm going to buy the box set. So, because I like the way that the singles look more, and plus my volume 1 is kind of falling apart. And I haven't even read volume 2. So, like, my favorite character is Ryuk. And that's really all I have to say. Really. There's not much to say about Death Note. It's super popular. People like it. I like it. I thought the anime was great. The manga's pretty good, but yeah. So, my 19th favorite is kind of a guilty pleasure manga. I buy it because it's funny, and my brother makes fun of me for it, and I understand why. I have the first 6 volumes of this. It's, Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. I think this series is funny. That's why I'm going to keep picking up volumes until I have all of them. They're not cheap, but they're not expensive at the same time. I have been actively reading the series. I'm on volume 5. The first 4 volumes were funny as fuck. I haven't started reading volume 5 and 6. I'm not going to show you volume 6's cover in case my video gets taken down from it for explicit content. Don't Google it. Go into your private browser and look it up because it's kind of weird. And I have a favorite character because I'm not attached to it that much to have a favorite character. I only read it, and it's only so high from all the other things that I read because it's so funny. My 20th favorite manga is a manga and anime that gets bad rap for the fans, and that is My Hero Academia. I have volumes 1 through 5, 20, and 26. Might get rid of these 2 volumes because they're kind of destroyed. I've had them for a long time. This was actually my very first manga volume ever. So, I might not be able to give this away even though it's destroyed. I might just put it in storage somewhere. And this was my brother's first manga volume ever. And, yeah. I like My Hero Academia, and my, got a notification. My favorite character is probably, I don't know, Todoroki, maybe. Yeah, probably Todoroki. I think he's super cool, and I like the sports festival arc where, especially the fight where Deku and Todoroki fight. So yeah, thought that was pretty cool. So my 21st favorite manga series is a manga I started watching the anime for because of a recommendation from a fellow YouTuber. Not personally, I was watching one of his videos and he said that it was really good. So I started watching the anime. I thought the anime was pretty decent. So I picked up the first volume of the manga, that being Mashle, Magic and Muscles. And yeah, this is pretty cool. I really like the premise around it. If you like Harry Potter, you would like this. If you're wondering who that is, the creator was that manga guy, Justin. He makes some pretty good content. I actually got this video idea from him. I was watching his newest long form and I was like, hey, I should do this too, because I collect manga as well. So I did. Thank you, Justin. You're awesome, bro. Keep up the good work. He's not gonna watch this, but like, fucking awesome, man. Keep up the good work. Yeah, there's Mashle. My favorite character is Mash. Because I haven't... no, probably Lemon, actually. Also, like the drip. Change the drip up. Evangelion is so peak. You should watch Evangelion. It's going to confuse the fuck out of you, but like... Evangelion is awesome. It's amazing. So my 22nd favorite manga series is... Well, I'm first going to introduce it as the series that... that manga guy Justin traded to his sister. If you've watched any of his videos, you know it's Demon Slayer. he traded it for Apothecary Diaries, which personally I might pick up Apothecary Diaries because I've heard it's great. I've heard a lot of good things. I might watch the anime. I have all 23 volumes. See, all 23. I'll show you the other 22 because, yeah. And then I got one more handful. Oh my god. They just fell down. It's fine. And then this is the last handful. So I have all 23 volumes. I personally enjoy Demon Slayer. I think the anime is great. The manga, not as good, but it's whatever, honestly, in my opinion. I thought the ending was... I thought the ending was a little rushed. It felt weird. I'm sorry about that. So, the ending felt a little rushed, but I do really like the covers for Demon Slayer, especially this one. This is probably my favorite manga cover. Not in existence. Probably my favorite Demon Slayer manga cover. Spoiling for all the animes only. Skip ahead. Demon King Tanjiro! Nah, if you're an anime fan, you probably already got spoiled like years ago, like I did when I first started reading the manga. I would watch all of these theory videos. You know, when I sat down to watch the first one, and the guy was like, after Shinobu dies, and after blah 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 dies, and Tanjiro becomes Demon King, I was like, what? Because I was only on volume like 7, and season 3 of the anime had just come out. So yeah, I avoid spoilers like the plague now. Although for some older series that I've been into for a little bit longer, I have been spoiled. Unless it's Death Note, and I haven't been spoiled for Death Note, surprisingly, and that was one of the first series I ever picked up, because I watched the anime, and the anime was great. If you haven't read Death Note, you should read it. You should read it over watching it, because manga's ending is better than the anime is, in my opinion. So, for the 22nd series, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to say who my favorite character was in Demon Slayer. It's Giyu. Giyu is my favorite Demon Slayer character, but for my 22nd favorite manga is Spy Family. I think Spy Family is cool, it's good, it's a little cool slice of life, but, I don't understand what's going on anymore. I watched season 1 of the anime, I was caught up with the manga for a while, but, I don't understand what's going on anymore, so I kind of just dropped it. I'm gonna pick up the manga again, because, my little pea brain might just need to read what's going on. I don't know. So yeah, Spy Family. Favorite character? Who's your? Yeah. So my 24th favorite series is kind of girly. I picked this up when I was like kind of into more girly anime, and that's Sailor Moon. I like Sailor Moon. I think it's cool. I think the anime is pretty cool. That's really all it's got going for it, though. That and the nostalgia factor and it being iconic. Fun fact about the woman that wrote Sailor Moon, she's married to the guy that wrote Hunter x Hunter. I thought that was pretty cool when I learned it. I learned it a while back, but forgot about it. And then my digital art teacher mentioned it, and I was like, oh, that's right. My digital art teacher is a W. He recommended me Evangelion, and I love Evangelion. Mr. F, you're awesome. So there's Sailor Moon. My favorite character is probably the Top Hat guy. The Top Hat guy is pretty cool. I don't really have much to say about this because I only have one volume, and I watched up to where volume 1 ends. So I have actually been contemplating getting volume 2. I'm gonna reread this, and then if I like it enough, I'm gonna get volume 2. Alright, so the 25th favorite series. Conan Can't Communicate. I reread this. It was decent enough. I'm not gonna get more of it until I get more of a lot of other things, but I will get more of this. I thought it was okay. I like the way that the panels are laid out. Kind of gives off Saturday morning paper comic strip vibes. That's really all it has, though, in my opinion. Story could be... I know what the ending is, though. I watched a video on what the ending was, and the ending seems pretty decent. Aren't there like 30 volumes of this? I'd rather get 30 volumes of JJK than Komike Communicate. Yeah, there's Komike Communicate. So, 26th favorite series is Solo Leveling, and this is the only manhwa I physically own. But I have been reading a lot of manhwa recently on my phone. My favorite is... I don't know. Can anyone tell me if Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint is good? Because I've been debating on reading that. Because I've been reading a lot of romance manhwa, and I want to read an action manhwa. Because I've heard that action manhwa are really good. This action manhwa is pretty good, I won't lie. I really like Solo Leveling. I want to watch the anime because I've heard that the animation is just like... The animators just took a load of fast crack and just... The action scenes are laid out pretty good, in my opinion. Like, this is Volume 1. There are none in Volume 1. Like, right here, pretty good laid out. I do prefer reading manhwa on my phone, because manhwa is supposed to be read on a screen and not physically. But I like owning things physically, so. There's Solo Leveling. Favorite character? I don't know. Probably Jinwoo. Are there other characters in Solo Leveling other than Jinwoo? I mean, there's his sister. And there's the S-Rank Hunter. And there's, Jo-hee. That's really it. Oh, there's Essel. There's Essel. Yeah. There's Essel. That's really it. Like, when you think about it, that's really it. So, yeah. Solo Leveling. So, 27 is something... Or a couple series that are tied. Those series being Soul Eater. I haven't read this yet. I've heard it's good. Haikyuu. I reread this. I was being a little too harsh on it. And then we got these random 2 manga-inspired comics. I am not going to reread. Then I got Eden Zero. I haven't really read all of these enough to care for them. But I mean, Eden Zero looks pretty cool. I'm going to read Fairy Tail first, but there's not really much to say. So, if Eden Zero is your favorite series, sorry, haven't read it. I probably won't for a while, because they've got other stuff I got to read. So, yeah. And now, before we get into my comic books, I'm not doing my graphic novels. I'm going to do just my comic books. Now, for my least favorite manga ever... Splatoon, Sword Art Online. I don't like either of these. No hate to the mangaka or fans of this. They're just not for me. I don't like them. Especially not Splatoon. I don't like the Splatoon manga. It's a cash grab. It's too many Diddy jokes, if you know what I mean. Can someone comment down below if your favorite manga actually is either of these? Because I'm kind of curious if you exist. Like, I haven't actually met someone that has anything good to say about either of these. So, yeah, there's those. Now for my comic books. I've read most of these. Some of them I haven't read, and some of them I'm reading right now. So, I'll get into the singles first. So, the first thing we got, is Nightwing issue 6. I read this, and it was good. It was really good. I thought it was great. I do want to get more Nightwing, but I might just get the Compodium, even though that is pretty expensive. So next is Wolverine Deep Cut. Read this in 7th grade, loved it, still love it now. It's awesome. I like Wolverine. Wolverine is one of my favorite Marvel characters. I don't really much to say about it. There's not really much to say about a lot of these, because, like, yeah. So next we have Spider-Punk. I'm in the middle of reading this. I don't think I'm going to continue. Well, I actually lost my place in this. That sucks. It's whatever. I'll read this again at some point. I think Spider-Punk is pretty cool. And not cool enough for me to get more comics of Spider-Punk. Next we have... The next couple are actually some of my first comics ever. So, this is one. I Am Iron Man. Iron Man is like my favorite Marvel character. No, it probably goes Psylocke then Iron Man. I got this Christmas 2024, well, Christmas Eve 2024, because I had family in town, and they go to Barnes & Noble on Christmas Eve, and I got my first 3 ever comics in my collection, then. So, yeah. And this was one of them. This was really good. I really like this. This was pretty cool. Then we have Doctor Doom, issue 2. I read this and I was really confused because I didn't read issue 1. And apparently in this universe, let me find him. Doctor Doom and that one guy. This guy, I don't remember his name. Apparently Doctor Doom and him are related, which is weird. And if that's like an actual lore thing, I'm just dumb. Next, we have probably my favorite Marvel/DC comic that I own. It's not my favorite comic I own. My favorite comic I own, I'm about to get into. It's about to be after this next one. Deadpool and Wolverine, World War III. This comic was awesome. There was so much gore. And if you know me, I like gore. Yeah, this was great. You should read this. This is pretty cool. And then we have... This is the last of my singles. I'm about to get into one that has issues 1 through 17? 14? Something like that. 1 through 13. This was cool. I'm going to get the sequel at some point because I really like this. This was really cool. If you haven't noticed, I have a lot of Deadpool and Wolverine comics because this is at the point where I had just seen Deadpool and Wolverine for the first time. So, I wanted to have more of that stuff to like get into. And I'm glad I did because it was awesome. Now, my favorite comic ever, kind of biased because I like the show. That's Invincible. I have what is this called? I have the Ultimate Collection for this. And I haven't finished this. I'm on issue 4. Oh, and my bookmark fell out. My brother got this on Christmas Eve, and then later that night, since we opened one gift on Christmas Eve, he got the Invincible Compodium. So he's going to collect the Compodiums, and I'm going to collect the Ultimate Editions. I like the hardcovers more than the Compodiums anyway. These are less expensive, too. They're like... They're $40 USD, and those are like 66. So, actually, I'm going to be spending a lot more money. $40. There's 10 of these. I'm going to be spending $400 fucking dollars. Oh God. Maybe I should collect the Compodiums. I don't know, but Invincible is awesome, and I can't wait for season 4 of the show. It's going to be insane. I'm rewatching all of the show with my brother. So yeah, that's all of my manga and my comics. Please like and subscribe. Happy New Year. Have a great day.